Deon is the ICT Infrastructure and Operations Manager at Mediclinic. His partner is Dorian Meyer. He's the principal at Cluttersville High. And again, I'm sure Theo will agree with me. The visit that we had to Dorian's school and then to Deon was one of the most profound experiences of my life. So Deon, welcome. Thank you for being with us today. And we look forward to hearing your story.
Thank you so much, Louise, and a very warm good afternoon to everybody. It's been such an amazing story, and every time I share it, I always get goosebumps. But the journey started with a very passionate lady from Partners for Possibility called Jessica Batts, who I'm glad to see on this afternoon, who actually, she lobbied Mediclinic for quite some time to be part and participate in this program. So in 2017, I was approached and asked to join the program from two aspects, to look at it from a leadership development perspective and also look at it from a CSI initiative in supporting education. So I was extremely thrilled, and in November of 2017, I was recruited by Jessica as part of the Wineland 7 group. And I was partnered, as you mentioned, Louise, with Cluttersville High School. It's a suburb in Stellenbosch, also an area with a lot of social economic situations and issues such as crime, gangsterism, unemployment, which are common throughout our underprivileged and under-resourced schools. And there I was partnered with Mr. Dorian Meyer, a very passionate, newly appointed principal. He'd only been a principal for 6 months when I met him, and quite a driven, passionate man, but initially very skeptical about the value that this partnership is going to bring to him. And Dorian was very adamant from the outset. I do not participate in anything that does not benefit everybody, my entire school, my teachers, my students, my parents, and my community. And what really struck me with Dorian is, being so new in his position, he had a very well thought out school improvement plan. And I realized I had to gain Dorian's trust, and I had to support him, not tell him how to do it, but support his school improvement plan. And how am I going to help him realize this 5-year plan? And Dorian told me also, the day that you start adding value to my teachers, my learners, their parents, and to the communities, the day I introduce you to the SGB, to the teachers, students, and the parents. And that took 5 months. So during this time, we built up a trust, and we realized that we've both got the same passion, me working for an organization in healthcare, and that our drive and that our vision was aligned. And that is when the penny dropped. And what has been so phenomenal is what I have gained and learned through this journey and this Partners for Possibility program. I think it's seriously shown me how to adapt in dealing with challenges. What I find phenomenal about this program is it takes you out of your corporate comfort world. You know, in corporate, it's very easy to say there's an answer for anything. When you're placed in a situation with an underprivileged, under-resourced school, there's no clear answers for the challenges. You can't refer to a policy or a procedure. It takes you out of your comfort zone, and it teaches you how to handle challenges in a very, very different way. Leadership through influence is one of the most important things I realized during this journey. It is way more effective than telling people what to do. So the way that you lead through influence and listen, support, and understand. We saw earlier on in the video you shared, Louise, it's not about changing our principles, it's about supporting them. And this taught me that collaboratively, when people come together, they can work toward a common cause. And that is the value of this program. So the ability that I had to influence Dorian and the ability that he had to influence me has been absolutely invaluable. The working relationship became so close that today Dorian is also an advocate for Partners for Possibility. Don't ever underestimate the power of passion. Having passion influences and rubs off people. It's infectious. And especially when it comes to dealing with different people, different audiences. So when you are influencing in your leadership through through influence and involvement, when you're dealing with students, when you're dealing with parents, with teachers, it's very different the way in which you approach these challenges. And as I mentioned, these challenges don't always have a quick answer. What I'm really proud of is often people say, what are the tangible benefits? And there are not always tangible benefits to this program. It's about the impact and the influence it has on the community and on the learners, the teachers, and on the principal. But to me, what was really rewarding was to see that when I met Dorian, the matric results were 63.5%. After our first year of engagement, it went up to 70.1%. Less than 5% of matric learners went on to pursue tertiary education. After 1 year, we went up to 20%. So this to me was really showing the impact that our partnership had. And to me, another very heartwarming story was last week, funny enough, was Bosses Day. And the staff, all the teachers and the support staff at Plutusville High took Mr. Dorian Meyer out and they spoiled him with a surprise party. What was so heartwarming is sharing the comments from the teachers and the support that all of his staff gave him. And he sent me such an amazing message to say how pleasantly surprised he was and to see how things have changed so dramatically within 2 years. And he said, please don't underestimate your contribution at the start. It was an integral part of the change. He said, Dee, remember, you are still part of us. And I think that's really what humbled me and made me realize that to be part of this community, the Cluttersville community in Cluttersville High, is extremely dear to my heart. But to be part of this community, I've been invited again to the valedictory service next month. I'm invited to every single aspect of the school. And to think that this started at the end of 2017, and as mentioned by Shana, it's a long journey. The first year is purely the foundation. That is the springboard to a long, fruitful, and prosperous relationship with your principal. I'm of the firm belief that there is no better leadership development program in this country than Partners for Possibility. If you want, as an organization, and you as any corporate or company looking at developing your managers, at developing people that are going to grow with your organization and add value to your organization, this is the only program that you need to send them on. Brunt, there was a very important message I got from you, a Chinese proverb you shared with us in one of our previous sessions. You said, better to light a candle than to curse the dark. And that really struck me and resonated with me. And so much truth in that old Chinese proverb. We can talk, but let us light a candle. Let us take action. Because the more candles we light, the sooner we can actually defeat the dark. So thank you, Louise.